My name is Laurie. I'm 23 and I became paraplegic when I was 19. I had an accident, a fall that I don't remember, but it was a 40 feet fall. Yeah, every time I say that to people, they're like, how are you alive? Yeah, I ended up paraplegic, but I'm alive, so it's not that bad. 40 feet, like I was shocked myself when they told me, oh, you fell from that height and you're alive. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was possible. Well, when I had my accident, I was going in med school, but afterwards I decided that it wasn't a good idea. So I first stayed 2 years actually in the hospital and the rehabilitation center. And then I came out, I lived with my mother for a while in France, but I didn't really have a plan until I just decided to start a page on Instagram. I mean, you know, when I was younger, I already had some kind of Instagram journal where I will post about my day or things like that. And I decided to just do the same by also adding the disability part. I was doing pretty well after my accident for like mindset and all. I just was telling myself it is how it is, I'm just gonna find a way. But I was still like a bit scared, and going there on social media, talking with many disabled people makes it much easier because you actually met people that are disabled since a much longer time than you. And when you're disabled since like a year, 2 years, and you see people that are there since 20 years, you tell yourself, oh, that's actually possible. And they seem to be fine, so it means that I could be fine too maybe in 20 years, and that's very helpful. Sometimes I have disabled people or newly injured people that tell me that they are so happy to see my account because it actually makes them hope. Because if they see me like enjoying my life or traveling or having a relationship, especially because that scares every disabled person, and they say, well, thank you, because now like I feel like I have hope and that it's a possibility. Some people literally told me that I had changed their life or that they would get out of bed because they saw my video, and I was like, oh my god. Being so helpful to others, it actually makes me like wanting to do it more and keep going more because I see that it has an impact. Just giving good to others makes me feel so good, and that's just like they make me feel good, I make them feel good, and I just keep going. And I came to, well, here I'm in America because my husband is American. I met him through Instagram. We both really love outdoors, hiking and adventures, and most of the time, you see, we choose a place and we don't really choose the place for my disability, we choose the place and then we adapt. The Omeo, that's a game changer in especially that kind of places, because outdoors is not the place for disabled people nowadays, because, well, there's not a lot of things that are adapted, and a chair like that would change a lot because you can go over many kind of rough grounds. But also you don't have to be very strong physically, because there's many chairs that exist, well, they are a bit demanding, and with that kind of chair I think you can get a full freedom in the outdoors without having to be scared for your pain or your injury. You know, if you push too much on your body, can mean that the week after you're gonna be in so much pain, but that having something that is, well, strong like that, but that doesn't require you to push so much on your body, it's such a help because you can actually enjoy your outdoors. You can just enjoy your outdoor without having to adapt actually too much. And that feels like very good, because for a moment I really didn't have to think about everything around me and didn't have to be worried. I always liked adventure and outdoors and nature, and it was the same before my accident, but it's the same now, and it's really something in myself because I was really made to move.